Hey YouTube, this is the Fix It channel. Welcome back. Today we are going to upkeep some of these machines. And make sure they're working right. And oil's changed. We did that John Deere the other day. Now we're gonna do this Ranch King garden tractor, and then we'll do that John Deere Gator as well. Try to get it to start and change the oil. Then we'll move over here, probably on another video, another day, and change the oil on this bad boy. It's called the Superstar, but there's another name for it. I'll try to figure out what it is. Smithco. Alright, so let's go ahead and pop this bad boy open. Oh, that's a turbo cool motor engine, sorry, turbo cool engine. Oh, there it goes. So, feels like there's compression and the engine's free. It's pretty dusty. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is take these side panels off, so we can get into the engine compartment. And this looks like it's clearly in the way of doing that. Handy idea. Doesn't go up very high though. Maybe I'll make that better for him one day. Oh, I see how they did that. When that one lifts, it pulls that one. Cool, hands-free at least, but still ghetto. Quick and easy, but ghetto. Alright, so I got the side off, and I went over to get the other side off, and I noticed that it only has a drain plug that's connected all the way at the end, right here. And this one, on this side, has one that comes all the way out past this metal. So we're going to drain from this side. And so I don't even have to take that side, that cover off. I'm just going to leave it there. So it's fine. I looked behind there and there's no loose wires or anything, so we're good. Alright, so we're going to loosen this bad boy. Okay, and then I'm gonna get a bucket to collect the oil. Alright. Just getting it so it's finger loose. Not finger looking good, but loose enough to turn with my finger. A clean workspace is a happy workspace. Because you can find everything you're looking for, like your tools and such. That's why I say that. I'm just putting this up close for now, and then I could set it down. But because this oil, when it first starts pouring out, it's gonna pour out with a long stream from the pressure. But at the end, it's just gonna drip straight down. So I want to catch that stream before it shoots away all over the place. Alright, so I'll just wait until that it's done draining, and then we'll go from there. Alright, now it's just falling straight down. Cool, now while that's draining, we'll come up here and this is a 7/16. This camera just is not very good. I'm getting a new camera soon, action camera, so you guys will be able to follow along with me a lot better. So this is the air box, and we're just taking the air box lid off. Well, this doesn't have a dust protector on it. That's not a good idea. That's gonna hurt this motor. This engine, sorry. I always get motor and engine backwards for some reason. Let's see. Try that one. There's all kinds of crud in there. Looks like it was starting to rust too. Good thing we caught it now. We can wipe all that out so it doesn't rust. Must add some gas or something, water or something sitting in there. There's a bunch of dirt in there, that's for sure. A ton of dirt. It's because there's no dust shield. Look at all that dust in there. It's bad. So we'll have to clean that out. And then slap her back in there after we clean the tray out, or the air box, the intake, whatever you want to call it. Okay, that's barely dripping now, so what we're gonna do is take this out. The oil that was in there is pretty dirty. High mileage, baby. Should be using 40 weight instead of 1030, or even 1040. But the 10W stands for winter, which also stands for the viscosity. So 10 winter, 30 all the time. And that's just the viscosity, how thick the oil is. So we're just going to pour some of that in there. We'll get our funnel out. We're just going to pour a little bit in there. Just to push out more of the dirty oil so that it looks real nice and clean, and then we'll cap it off. See, it'll get nice and clear instead of all black. See there, now it's clear. Right here, you can see that it's clear instead of brown or black. That's what we want. So now we'll just wipe that off real quick and put the plug back on it. Okay. So you want to go left first, or counterclockwise until it clicks, and then you'll go right so that you don't cross thread anything. Oh, you heard the snap? Now we're good. It means it's lined up with the threads. There we go. We're just going to tighten it till it's snug. There, it's snug. I can't just easily pull it up. And then we'll just give it one little firm pull after that, like a little half, like not even a half a turn, quarter turn, just to extra snug it so it doesn't vibrate off. Then we will wipe the surfaces around where we touched. It's part of a tech's job. There it is. Okay, nice and clean. Alright. Now, I always like to do this. You guys don't have to, but take the boot off and plug it, blow this out. Clean it out a little bit because dust fills up in there, and then eventually your connection will be terrible. Looks nice and clean, no dust. Then we're gonna pop it back on there. There, you heard the pop. And just wiggle it around a little bit to make sure it's on there all the way. Alright, so just gonna wipe the tray out. For this, we're gonna use the microfiber towel. So that we can get as much dust and particles of impurities out of there, so we don't have them suck into the engine while it's operating. An engine is basically just an air pump. The more air you can pump into it, the faster it'll go. And of course, you gotta follow the air with the right amount of gas. Or fuel if you're not using gas, just any kind of fuel. Alright, there it is. Nice and clean. See, if I were to use a different towel, then I would have just been pushing the dirt around. It doesn't really pick the dirt up so much and take it out of there. But this, all I did was just wipe it down. There's not even any dust in there anymore. Nice and shiny, almost like new. Okay, so now we'll put this piece back on there. Oh, don't forget to clean underneath in there. Okay, so I went to the air compressor and first I hit this up against a wall to get the big chunks of dirt out, and then I blew it down with the air compressor from the inside and on the outside all the way around a few times, and then I wiped it off with one of these microfiber towels. And so now it's super clean, well, clean as we can get it. And we're gonna slide it back in there. Bada bing. And then I'm gonna wipe this piece off real quick. Yep, we'll clean all that off, all the dust out of there, and we'll stick it back on. Alright, nice and clean. No dust. No dust. Just wiped it with the microfiber towel. Putting it back on. Okay, so look at that thing, it's all dirty. And this protects dirt from going right into the top of the carburetor, straight into the engine. I cleaned off that side, so I'm just going to clean this side off real quick. Okay. There's that. And we want to put Alright, so that's in there, and this plate keeps dirt from just going straight into the carburetor. Now these, all you got to do is snug them. You don't have to tighten. Snug. Snug. And then once more on this side, because the other side would make this side loose. There we go. I'm just checking to see if the lip on this goes over the top of the lip on the lower side. Make sure it's on there properly. Okay. And this one too, just it's snug, and then tiny bit. That's that. Glorious. Alright, we're just about ready to put the oil back in and check it on the dipstick. However, I came over here and I've seen all that dirt around the connections of the lights. And so I cleaned this one off. And why I did this is because if it were to collect moisture or water around here, then this dust will hold the water and act as a short circuit, shorting this plate with this piece here, and then making these two wires connect basically, as if the light was on all the time and never turning off, which would then drain the battery out completely in just a matter of time, short amount of time. So that's why I want to just wipe that off real quick around the connections so that there's no dust just sitting there waiting to just screw you over. I actually had a friend's car, one of my fix-it jobs. A friend's car lit on fire and almost did a whole bunch of damage, but luckily he called me and asked me while it was on fire what to do, and I guided him through it on the phone and then met up with him and fixed it for him. But it turned out that he just had a bunch of leaves that filled up under his windshield wipers, and then his windshield wiper motor, from all the dirt and particles of leaves and stuff, got wet and shorted out and then caught fire, just like that would have done. But maybe not caught fire, but it still would have shorted out, and so then could have caused him to lose his whole car just from that. So I told him just to make sure that he keeps his hood clean in that area where all the leaves and water runs down off your windshield. Just make sure he keeps that area clean, because there is a little motor inside of there that could short out from that. The same thing with this battery. From this terminal to this terminal, this dirt holds water, and then we'll connect these two and short it out, and then boom, dead battery. Matter of fact, this is moist. You can see that it's moist, sticking together, and there was enough on there to connect, so I bet you this battery is dead right now as we speak. And if not, thank God, but if so, we'll just jump it. I mean, you don't got to get it all, just stop the pass. That should be good enough. Nothing's touching from here to here. A later day I will take these connections off and hit it with a wire brush, get everything out of there, make sure it's super clean. We don't have the time right now. Alright, so let's go ahead and put some oil on this bad boy. This only takes like maybe 3 quarts, so I'm just gonna pour a little bit in there at a time. Alright, so make sure this is cleaned off, your dipstick, oil dipstick is cleaned off real good. Then we're just gonna pop it in there. And then take it out. More in, and I waited a minute so the oil could get to the bottom. Still says add, okay, so it's not done yet. Add some more. Now you don't want to put too much in there, so just keep putting like a half a quart in at a time. That is full. Perfect. Okay, so it's good to go. Now we'll put this side back on and go to try to start it up. Okay, so here's the side. I cleaned it off. Wiped it down real good. Now we're gonna stick it back on there. Alright, here we are. We got the side back on. And we're going to close this now.